I failed the 3rd grade twice. At least they didn't just pass me on and pass me over and then give me a bogus piece of paper when I graduated, and yet we come through and we say we're doing a good job. Something is wrong when in the city of Baltimore unemployment is at 30%, and among African American males it is 50%. Something is wrong. So if you're going to come into my neighborhood and grin and tell me what you've done for me, then discuss the real issues. Tell me why 47.5% of our youngsters between 18 and 25 are unemployed. Talk to me about that. And then tell me why the unemployment rate remains the same among African Americans, even though it changes and vacillates among others. And I will tell you, the truth is, number one, the jobs aren't here. We sent the jobs overseas. We paid them to stay overseas. And our small and minority businesses are paying the cost for the businesses to stay overseas and not provide jobs in our neighborhoods and running us out of business in our neighborhood. Something is wrong. And so I asked that question, and when I raised that issue 2 nights ago, just from walking from place to place, over 3,000 people came into one spot to hear little old me who comes from nowhere stand up and say, I want to run for the United States Senate representing the great state of Maryland. They came. They came. People ask us, and we look around and we see what's happening, not only in terms of employment, but if we're not preparing our children, if we're not dealing with math and science in a global world, if we're not doing that, then I understand now why they want to build a large $200 million prison. And I understand why it is that we want to privatize the jails. Because when we privatize the jails, and when the state says I'm not in charge of them anymore, and you are, I want to ask Mr. Carton, why haven't you dealt with maximum sentencing that says we are 30% of the state's population, but we are almost 80% of the jail population? Something is absolutely wrong.